I was 22 when I got married to the love of my life. Now, 17 years down the line, I sit as an inmate in Kirikiri Maximum Prison, awaiting my judgment. My life used to be full of so much promise, so much light, laughter and joy. How everything turned around to become so pain-filled is beyond me. My name is Rose, and this is my story. I have had a wonderful marriage. The first 5 years were spent focusing on love, business, and on building the type of life that I and my husband wanted together. We did not realize that there were any issues on our road to parenthood until we actually started trying for a baby. We started trying when I was 27, but 3 years later, we still had nothing to show for our efforts. At this time, I was convinced by my husband that we needed to go for diagnostic tests so that we could find out what was causing the delay. When the results came back, I was diagnosed with fibroids, while my husband was told that his sperm quality was very, very low. The doctors suggested that I have the fibroids surgically removed, while my husband would be placed on medication to improve his sperm quality. The problem had been found, and solution had also been proffered. A small matter that would have been an open and shut case if I had not been married to such a traditional man. My husband, next in line to the throne of his forebears, was a man deeply rooted in tradition. His ego could not accept the doctor's diagnosis, neither could his beliefs make room for their prescriptions. To make matters worse, as the first son and next in line to the throne, there was enormous pressure being mounted by Kabiesi, his father, as well as the entire royal house.
Please, this is our only way forward.
Never. We will have our own children naturally.
So, we tried natural methods of conception. We took many various herbs, ate concoctions. I even went for womb shifting. Several. Nothing. I was given items to insert vaginally. Still nothing. Well, nothing except for the fact that I was bleeding as if I had ruptured an artery. The blood scared me straight to the labs, where I took several scans which thankfully showed that I had not sustained any permanent damage to my organs. Thus passed another 5 years. 5 years of bitter herbal remedies locked around in 25-liter kegs, 5 years of incessant ultrasound scans showing a womb filled with fibroids but devoid of the new life that I craved. Then I caught my husband cheating on me with none other than my own secretary. I caught them in one of the hotels where I frequently hold meetings and seminars.
Rose, let me explain. This is not what you think.
When I regained consciousness, I found myself at the hospital. My husband was right by my side, begging, pleading, and making all sorts of confessions. He said that he was addicted to sex. He told me that he had to have sex every day, but that me being a career woman, I was too busy to fulfill his needs. He confessed his love for me, assuring me that all the other girls were just sex toys, flings to meet his needs. He told me that I was the one he loved and promised to put a stop to all his extramarital affairs. He only asked that I try to be more available to fulfill his sexual needs. I was a working woman. I was always booked and busy. This man expecting me to have sex with him every day was definitely not feasible. I knew that with my busy life and my busy schedule, I could probably manage twice or even thrice a week. But him wanting me every day, or even multiple times a day, that was just not possible. Still, he promised to put a stop to all his shenanigans, so I accepted his apology and we moved on with our lives. Another 5 years passed with no pregnancy or baby. The previously enormous pressure had continued to grow till it became an oppressive shadow which colored everything and every event. Then, I visited one of the best IVF clinics in Lagos State.
Good morning, Ma. Welcome to Greenleaf Clinic.
The doctor was friendly and very professional. He told me that the fibroids were not really an issue. What we really needed to work on were my husband's sperm quality and my own egg quality, since I was fast approaching my late 30s. So, since I had been assured that the fibroids would not stop me from getting pregnant or carrying my baby to term, we decided to go for IVF. The process was long and very difficult. The injections, the pills, the vaginal scans. At a point, I had been pricked and prodded so many times that I began to feel like a lab rat. The nurses would always explain why they had to do the things they did, so I knew that all these processes were very necessary. But sometimes I still felt the weight of the whole process heavy on my shoulders. I was advised to use donor eggs. Still, I refused. I wanted to use my own eggs because I wanted my child to truly be mine. So, we started the first round of IVF, and we used my own egg despite the fact that only one low-quality egg was collected during the egg retrieval process. We fertilized using my husband's sperm, and as expected, 2 weeks after the embryo transfer, we were faced with a negative result. I immediately spiraled into depression. I locked myself away from everyone for 10 days as I struggled to face and accept reality, a move which really scared my husband and other family members because everyone was just unsure of what I could do. It took me another year before I could bring myself to go back to the clinic. This time around, we listened to the doctor's advice of using donor eggs. The process was infinitely easier and more seamless, and it even yielded 3 healthy embryos which I insisted to be transferred into my womb. My doctor advised that we transfer only 2, but I was insistent. I was in such a hurry, I signed all the necessary documents and moved on with the embryo transfer. 2 weeks later, I got the best news of my life. I was pregnant. And not only that, but I had 3 healthy babies growing inside me. Oh, I was so happy. I declared food and drinks for all my stuff, shared my joy with everyone around me. At 39, I was pregnant with triplets. My joy knew no bounds. Everything was progressing as it should. My doctor had given us a note to a trusted hospital where I was expected to take my progesterone injections. These are injections taken in the first few weeks of pregnancy in order to avoid miscarriages. I and my husband picked a nice hospital which was close to us. The note was delivered, and they even called my doctor to get all the needed details before commencing the injections. The truth was that, prior to all of this, I had cloned my husband's WhatsApp messenger to my own phone. I had been unable to heal from his cheating escapades, so I monitored all his conversations without his knowledge. We were always fighting over the raunchy chats and the nude pictures that he was always receiving. On this fateful day, I had just taken my first progesterone injection the day before at our chosen clinic. My phone beeped. It was a WhatsApp message on my husband's WhatsApp. It was a message fixing a sexual rendezvous, time, place, and what they could not wait to do with each other. It was a message from the nurse who had attended to me just the day prior. I saw red. My vision dimmed and everything seemed to blur in that moment. I could not wrap my head around what I was seeing. Had it gotten so bad that he had quickly gotten her number that same day that we went there? Did he not even care that this was someone tasked with taking care of me and my precious babies? My heart felt like it was beating deep in my head, inside my skull. Oh, I felt a rage that was alien to me. This was me, Rose, always known for my gentleness, quietness and serenity. However, at that moment I was seeing blood. I was in an all-out battle mode, marching to the kitchen to pick up a cutlass before running straight to the sitting room where my husband sat watching TV. Me, the lady with the softest voice, screamed at my husband. I confronted him. "Gbolagade, how dare you? Are you so shameless? You are sleeping with the nurse that is taking care of me? How could you?" "No, let me explain. It is the work of the devil. This stupid girl used juju on me." I watched in disgust as he initially tried to deny his actions until I showed him the messages on my phone. I could see the shock and desperation on his face when he saw that I had his WhatsApp on my phone. He could not talk his way out of this one, so he moved quickly to disarm me. A bitter struggle ensued. My senses were clouded by my rage as I pushed and struggled against him. This man had taken me for a fool for too many years, totally inconsiderate of my feelings or for my well-being, and I was done having it. I do not know when I managed to get my arm free from his grasp. I had no idea how I swung or even why. I just know that the cutlass in my hand connected with his neck and he went down, bleeding profusely. Yeah, Gbolagade, yeah. Hey, what have I done? The sight of blood immediately doused my anger. My eyes were clear and I could now see that I had gone too far. I immediately rushed him to the hospital. On getting there, he was admitted to the intensive care unit. It was at this point, while I was waiting to hear back from the doctors, that I noticed that I was also bleeding profusely. I spoke to the doctors there and I told them that I was pregnant, bleeding, and I was feeling weak. I asked if I could do an ultrasound scan, which they immediately carried out. Behold, the fetuses were ruptured and being expelled from my body. My blood pressure was also sky high at 220/120. They said that I needed to be placed on immediate medication to control my BP and possibly stop the miscarriage. I did not think twice before giving my consent, and treatment was commenced. That was the day that I lost everything. I lost my husband, I lost my triplets, I lost my sanity, I lost my freedom. My in-laws came, questions on their lips about what exactly had happened to their son, but the truth was visible to all in the bruises and the scars and the gaping wound on his body. They immediately said it was a premeditated attack. I was a hot-blooded woman, a jealous woman. I had meant to take his life that very day. This was how they got the police involved and sued me to court on charges of murder. Could you imagine? The very first time I would step into a police station, I was there as an accused murderer. I do not have a tomorrow. I do not know if I'll be sentenced to death or to life imprisonment. My future is non-existent. And I had been warned. I had been warned to stop monitoring my husband, to find my own joy and solace, yet I refused. My own story may be at an end, But it doesn't have to be the same for any other woman in the same shoe as mine. Women, love yourselves. Love your children. Focus on what is important. Leave if you must, but if you do not want to leave, then stay. But stay on your own terms. Stay secure in your own happiness. Your own joy that cannot be tarnished by the actions of anybody. My name is Rose, and I urge you to learn from my story.